Right, in big news coming in from the sporting world, Delhi High Court has suspended Table Tennis Federation administration after inquiry committee reports indicates that Table Tennis Federation of India is being found guilty of match fixing and other allegations. Now, this is with regards to a table tennis coach, Soumyadeep, who was the coach of the Indian national team during the Olympic Games. And just to give you the background, he was the national coach, but during the Olympic Games, he was sitting next to all players but Manika Batra. So the star table tennis player of India, Manika Batra, did not want Soumyadeep there next to her. She did not want him as the coach. And then when questions were asked, she had mentioned at the time that he had been sending her text messages and had asked her to fix some games during the nationals. That was the background. That is what Manika said, that is why I don't want him to be my coach. Then the inquiry was conducted by the Table Tennis Federation of India, which found Manika Batra guilty and not their coach Soumyadeep. Then the matter went to High Court, and now the High Court has actually found the coach guilty of match fixing. For more on this, my friend Raut, who was there in Tokyo, is going to give us more update.
Yeah, as you've already mentioned the a few details actually. So Manika Batra, you would remember what happened in Tokyo Olympics. In fact, when she was knocked out the round robin matches, she didn't have her or the national coach alongside her, sitting next to her. Because usually with all the players they have there or rather the national coach sitting next to them, so that they can consult advice during the game. Now what happened there, after she was knocked out, after her Olympic campaign got over, she in fact mentioned it before the media also, that her regular coach was not allowed to travel with her, was not allowed to sit with her. So the issue at that time was the accreditation. As far as I remember, the issue was accreditation. Her coach was not an accredited coach, but still he got a ticket. He was there in the stands, but could not come into in that arena or the playoff field, if you can say so. So that is what Manika had mentioned at that time. So later it came to light. She said that Soumyadeep, I didn't want to. Later she herself admitted that Soumyadeep Roy, who was the coach, was the national coach for the Tokyo Olympics, was there, but she didn't take any advice, or she didn't want him to be sitting there while she is playing her competition games. Then it came to light when TTFI organized the Asian Championship was to be held, and there was a camp that was organized in Sonipat. Manika Batra refused to attend that camp, and because she didn't attend that camp, TTFI said that since she has not attended the camp, she is not eligible or does not qualify to be part of the team, the Indian team for the Asian Championships. And Manika Batra then moved the court, and before that she had also alleged that during an Olympic qualifier match, the national coach, that is Soumyadeep Roy, had asked her to lose an Olympic qualifier game against an Indian player, because Soumyadeep wanted, or the national coach wanted, that because Manika Batra, just on the basis of her rankings, would qualify for the Olympics, and if she loses to the other player, the other player would also qualify. So that would mean that two players would qualify from India. So she had alleged that the national coach Soumyadeep Roy wanted her to fix matches. And to put things in perspective and on record, Manika Batra did lose that match. So that is one of the reasons that she said she didn't trust Soumyadeep Roy, so she didn't want him. Now there are other theories also. TTFI, as Nikhil just mentioned, that Table Tennis Federation has now been suspended. The Delhi High Court has appointed an administrator who will run the day-to-day activities or look after the administration of Table Tennis Federation now. So things have reached this level. But I also understand and I also know that TTFI, in fact, the International Table Tennis Federation, had also set up an inquiry committee where, in fact, in one of the umpires who was there in the Olympic qualifiers has testified that Manika Batra's coach, Manika Batra's personal coach, who was present there at the Olympic qualifiers, had already informed him that two people will qualify from India and Manika Batra, as if he was already prepared and he knew, and he was very proud of the fact that Manika Batra has showed a big heart that she is going to lose. These are two, I would say, two different sentiments, or a lot of people, in fact, the federation people within the federation thought that Manika Batra is now using whatever happened at that point in time, is now using it to her advantage, and to of course, now that the federation has been suspended, I can't I can't get into what I feel, because of course this is a judgment that has been passed by the Honorable High Court, or the Delhi High Court, but we know in the past, of course, Manika Batra has done well as far as her table tennis career is concerned. She won a medal during the Commonwealth Games also, and a few years after that she was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. Now, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, of course, a lot of people were surprised when Manika Batra was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, which has now been changed to Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. So, at that time, people were surprised because there were a lot of other people who everybody thought were deserving candidates to win. But what happened? Is not Manika's coach. Title of video is wrong. Soumyadeep is not Manika. Ronak Raj is saying Soumyadeep is not Manika. See, Soumyadeep Roy was the national coach. Soumyadeep was the national coach. So in that sense, that has been mentioned. But yes, that's what that is where things stand at the moment. So High Court earlier had asked a reply from the center also. That's the government. So as things stand, Manika Batra will continue with her playing career, and the administration will now be looked after by by a court appointed gentleman or person. So that is how, or that is where things stand at the moment. So of course there are two sides of the story, but eventually what matters is that yes, Sanskar Saxena, you are absolutely right. So so there are, of course, different sides of the story, but as things stand, court has ruled in favor of Manika Batra, and this is what it is. Manika Batra has won this court case, and I'll take your leave right now. We'll be back after the innings break. India not in a very great position in the match, but still against West Indies, we would still expect this Indian team to win this match. There is still a long way to go. Thank you and bye bye.